Don't forget to breathe out when you punch the bag. And that empties the air out of here. Because if someone hits you there, you go, ooh, and everything goes spinning around. But while I'm punching the bag, which is good, you get to thinking. And I was thinking of my brother. My brother, God bless his soul, long departed, worked in a small town in Parkes. And he supplemented his income by being a professional boxer. And he would go around the local towns. Parkes is in New South Wales, what they call the Golden West, where the wheat fields are. He would go out there and he would get into the ring. And most of the time he won. He was very good. He used to use me as a practice body barrier, whatever. Punching bag? No, not really. But he would encourage me to spar with him, which led me to my interest in boxing. I never pursued it very far. The job he had in Parkes, which could eventually become a rail hub if they ever build the inland rail, and they are doing a lot of work out there, he was a dry cleaner presser. Now, it's a big bench, steam, put that down, put a crease in your trousers that you could cut your finger on. And he did this for years. And that was a hard job. You know, it's not an easy job, it's a hard job. And on your feet all day, and then out there on the weekend, every second weekend, in a boxing match, took it out of him. Now, his boss was very impressed with the way he creased those trousers. And he would come up and he'd tap him on the shoulder and say, Kevin, you're the best. You know, I can't find anyone as good as you. But he never increased his wages. And Kevin, my brother, was a little naive, and he took pats on the shoulder instead of asking for more money. And the boss, cunning man, he knew that a pat on the shoulder would enliven my brother, make him happy for a while, without extra money. Cunning man, cunning play. I'm reminded of that when I look at the coalition in Australia as we shape up to a federal election in 2 years, maybe less. And there are years of patting you on the shoulder, promising good times one day when things are right, you know, and never delivering. Are there a lot of people out there like my brother Kevin who will accept platitudes but not anything positive and not any real developments into making their life better, into rescinding red tape and green tape laws which are ridiculous, to ease off on small business, car going past, and to help people get ahead. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like they're actually going to ever step up and do something. They call them lawmakers in federal parliament because they make the law. And because they make law, they think that their job is to make more and more and more law instead of less and less and less. Tearing some up, tearing up 3 for every different one that they introduce. Not a new one, but a better worked out plan to stop taxing you to the point where it hurts. Now, today, coming to the gym, I walk past people, at least two, sleeping rough. I've seen many more than that. And that's in an alleyway. That's not in the park with a tent. That's just on the ground. Not good. And there's a lot of not good stuff carrying on. So, what I want you to do, take an interest in politics, pardon me, and take an interest in the people who are standing for politics. And what are they talking about? Read their policies. Look for the coalition policies. I haven't really come across many of those. The Labor policies seem to be very flexible, up and down, up and down. One Nation, which is gaining traction, I've looked up some of their policies. They seem rooted in sound logic and principle. Could need more examination, but whatever you do think about who you vote for. And one of the things that they keep fooling you with is who we preference. Now, none of those parties preference anybody, really. You do. You go in to write up brown, green, blah, 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 blah. You decide who goes first, who goes second, who goes last. They may hand you pieces of paper saying, oh, we recommend this, we recommend that. That's a recommendation. They do not command preferences. You're in charge. So take charge and don't let them pull the wool over your eyes, please. So that's about all I've got to say, except, oh yes, my brother eventually broke away from boxing because, believe it or not, he used to get upset when he KO'd somebody, that is, knocked them down and put them out like a light. He was very good. And he broke away from the manager of the dry cleaning store, and he opened his own small dry cleaning business in Sydney, and he did comfortably until he retired and finally died after a long retirement and an enjoyment of fishing and wandering around and enjoying his family. That was good that he got away from the user at the old dry cleaning store, and it was good that he gave me an interest in boxing, but truly only for extremely amateur boxing and cardio workout. I needed to get that off my chest. So it's good talking to you. This is John Ryle from Move or Rust. Talk to you soon.